You know, when I saw the bit from police about this investigation, my question immediately was, who are they investigating? Is the target investigation the mother, the zoo, both?
Yeah, Brooke, so right now, the only thing that the police department and the prosecutor are saying is that they're investigating this very tense 10 minutes when that 4-year-old boy was yanked and dragged violently by the gorilla. They are not saying exactly who or exactly what they're investigating. But regardless, this is a new development after 3 days after that very tense incident. So to put a fine point on it, the Cincinnati Police Department saying this in a statement: the Cincinnati Police Department is reviewing the circumstances surrounding the incident with the gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo. After the review, we will determine if charges need to be brought forward. If it is determined charges need to be brought forward, we would then discuss it with the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office. Now, the prosecutor's office releasing nearly an identical statement, refusing to say exactly what they're investigating, only saying that they'll release the details of this to the media when the whole investigation is complete. And again, no exact timeline on that either, but you would presume that the police have to interview witnesses, maybe look at some video and find out exactly what happened, because all we know is that what we've seen in that short time frame of video, but I'm sure police will dig much deeper. Brooke.
You know, we sat here, Joey Jackson, on the show for 45 minutes, listened, hung on to every word of the zoo director there in Cincinnati. He was saying, we've had the same exact enclosure for 38 years. They've never had an issue.
Breach.
They're looking into it now, you know, and then he even said, have you ever, do you know 3-year-olds? Like, this is what happens when you blink and a 3-year-old is climbing up somewhere and dropping over. So what would the charges even be?
Okay, well, absolutely there needs to be an investigation, and it's certainly good that they're doing one, and so they want to find out exactly how it can happen, not only as it relates to what happened here, tragic, the gorilla's dead, of course, the child could have been dead too,
yep,
but as to preventing it in the future. Right. So if you're looking at charging the parents, you could theoretically go after them for endangering, some type of endangering charge of the child, them being negligent, them not exercising a reasonable duty of care and overseeing their child. But the zoo director, so in theory, yes, you can do it, but the zoo director, saying that, it's true. Any parent knows, Brooke, in an instant, a split second, your child is in the street. Your child is, has his finger in a plug. Your child is anywhere and everywhere. And so if you're looking at garden variety negligence, that's not criminal. If you're looking at gross negligence, criminal negligence, it's different. And so let's just briefly, the distinction. There's negligence every day. People get into car accidents every day. Kids get hit by cars every day. This doesn't happen every day. And so the issue is what happened here. But from a criminal negligence perspective, did you allow the child to go wandering off while you were eating popcorn? Was the child on his own and roaming around? Or did the child do what children do? Now, there's a massive outcry, absolutely, and there should be, because it could have been prevented. But you have to also wonder, how did the child get down there? I know it's since 1978, there's been no breach, it's been the first breach, but you have to wonder, did he go underneath a barrier? If so, was it constructed properly? Did he climb over something else? They're saying he climbed over.
Sounds like he climbed over something, yes, through a brush, dropped off the ledge,
exactly,
into the water.
So with respect to the design, you want to look at that too. But when you start talking about criminality, because parents may have, took their eyes off of their child for one moment, it's a big stretch. Theoretically, can you do it? Yes. Practically speaking, will they or should they do it? That's an entirely different matter.
And still, I